phase is recovery management and on there. So when I look at it, I look at it in two phases. When we look at our shared customers, we've been meeting with our customers and say, how can we better help the suppliers prepare for this? What can we do? What insights can we gain? How can we have greater transparency than ever before, and trusting in each other and sharing more information than ever before? So some of the things that, I've talked to some of the suppliers about is I think people will start booking hotels before air. Where historically it was air first. And I think one of the reasons is, well, twofold. To your point earlier, they may have to go into isolation for a while. And also, there are 11,000 hotels closed at the moment. So finding hotels is a little more challenging, and it's just going to be a different, booking and different challenge than ever before. I also think, so there could be great insights on that gained on what's happening in a hotel where you used to be the leading indicator, hotel might be. The other thing is the group and meeting data, that we have access to along with the hotel data. But if you were to say, and we talked some about the consumer confidence data, is to be able to layer in consumer confidence data into mining that into traveler demographics. Do the millennials have more confidence than baby boomers? Am I more germophobic? Road warriors more than infrequent traveler? An executive more than an entry level? Is women more than men on there? Because women, we're much calmer anyway. That we're better travelers.
Not gonna argue that.
Can't argue that one. I got statistics. So what's on your dream list as you look at recovery? And we continue to work with our shared customers of what can we provide you, a key supplier and key partner, to help you better prepare for it, and as we continue the pace of recovery.
I think you touch on a couple of things. Here are the questions that we are asking. And we've got, as you know, we've got a consumer insights and analytics team at Delta that is pulling over all the information. Things like government positioning data. What is the position of the governments, and whether it be the countries, when are they going to open back up? What is the data associated with which cities are opening up first? Georgia's already opened up in many respects, as you and I both know. What about states, and when are they going to reopen? And then countries, when are they going to relax guidelines and protocols and quarantine restrictions? That data is really critical right now, and looking for a resource. I think we're all looking for different resources for that empirical data on just when are they going to open up? Because without that, nobody's going to travel anywhere. There's nowhere to go. I think that's important. I think individual corporate data, what we're getting a lot of through our own surveys, when are they coming back to travel? Individually, corporations all over the boat. If I told you I had 10 calls yesterday, every one of their answers is different. Anywhere from July to next year is what the answers are. So I think data surrounding that, which we're gathering ourselves through our own conversations, but industry data exists. You are right on in terms of data that we as an airline are looking at, we as an industry, because the airline used to be a leading indicator for coming back or a leading indicator for the economy going sideways, like recession. In this scenario, hotels opening, restaurants opening, attractions opening, when Disney announced they were going to open up Shanghai, when they announced what they're going to do in Orlando, those are leading indicators now, not the airlines, because we will follow that. So I think that information, that's very critical data that we're watching. And the same thing, I'm on the CVB, the board of the Atlanta CVB. We had a call yesterday. What do we talk about? Conventions and large group meetings. When are they booking? How far are they booking out? What are they looking for in a booking destination? How important are the things going to be important again? Are conventions and meetings just shut down, for the foreseeable future? Or will those be some of the first things that start coming back? And then last but not least, I think you nailed it. For us, I use this, I'll give you an example and then why it's important. 50% of my sellers have been with Delta 10 years or less. They have never been through anything but the great times of Delta. They have seen Delta Airlines lead in every economic indicator, financially, operationally. I've done all the right things. We're not perfect by any stretch of the means, but in my 36 years, we're back to what I expected us to be while we continue to work to get better. But they have never seen any controversy. They've never seen a challenge. They've never seen Delta not with a smile on our face as a company, if you will. They are seeing that now. How is that going to manifest itself in the way that they do business? I answer that way because I tell you that's important to me. I'm arm rep and I've got a call every day with 6, 7 employees. And the first 3 weeks where I'm arm repping anybody that's 10 years or less, tell them it's going to be okay. Trust us. We got a plan. You know, I think that's the microcosm example of what the generational data is going to show us. You know, the Harris poll again yesterday, just because it's top of mind. The fear factor is the same for people like you and I as it is with millennials in terms of whether they want to get back and fly or not. But with millennials, when they get back on an airplane one time, they're going to be good and they're going to start flying at a much rapid pace. That's what the data is showing us. But data that can answer that can help you understand the cross section and the diversity of the generational data. And you're not going to market just to millennials or just to Gen Zs or just to baby boomers, but it will help you understand how important it's going to be for certain businesses and sectors and verticals, if you will, that are going to come back faster than others in the case of Amazon, Facebook, and what have you. So I think all the things you named, it sounds like great minds think alike, and that's the kind of stuff that we're looking for.